If you clicked on this video, then you are looking for more information on what it actually takes to build muscle. And I can tell you are in the right place. In this video, I'm going to go over exactly that. These three things that you only need to focus on to go from 0 pounds of muscle to 20 pounds in 1 year. And stay tuned for the third one because it is the most important. Ignore this at your own peril. The first thing you need to focus on to increase your muscle mass is a stimulus. Your body needs a stimulus to adapt and change to anything, and your body is highly adaptable. If you lift, run, eat, your body adapts accordingly. If you lift a bunch, you'll gain muscle. If you run a bunch, you'll gain better cardiorespiratory fitness. If you eat a bunch, you'll gain weight. Your body will respond to the stimulus that you give it. And when giving your body stimulus, you can have frequent stimuli or you can have large stimuli. You can't typically have both without overtraining and accumulating a lot of fatigue, so you need the most frequent and the largest stimuli that you can recover from. And this is why steroid users can gain muscle at a rapid rate, because they can recover from it and they have longer stimuli windows to actually build muscle from. But don't do steroids, they're very bad for you. I maybe consider peptides, but there's just not a ton of research, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend those either. Quick protocol: hit each muscle group at least twice a week, so you have 2 stimuli in a week, and do that for the rest of your life and you will get all big and jacked, as long as you follow the next method, which are the building blocks. If you give your body a stimulus, but then don't feed it or refuel it or give it the building blocks it needs to recover and build that muscle that you've just stimulated, then you will not grow muscle. So this is number 2. You need the building blocks to actually build muscle. And those are mainly protein, kind of calories, kind of water, and sleep. So protein should be your most prioritized macronutrient for muscle gain. Fat and carbs matter for energy, but their breakdowns don't necessarily matter, especially if you're not some elite endurance athlete who needs energy from one of the 2 energy sources. But how much protein do you need? It's very easy to remember, so I just recommend doing 1 gram per pound of body weight. Get at least 3/4 of a pound in grams of protein per day, but 1 gram is very easy to remember, and you can easily supplement this with protein powders. But I'd recommend you prioritize protein-rich foods such as lean meats, dairy products, and things like that. Calories. Calories don't matter so much as long as you're at maintenance or slightly above. If you're in a deficit, you're going to have longer catabolic windows, and so it can hurt muscle growth, especially if you're already very lean and don't have backup energy stores. But calories, just try to eat enough for maintenance or slightly above. For water, water is always important. Your body's like 70% water, so you should definitely stay hydrated, take electrolytes if you sweat a lot, so you have that energy to actually perform in the gym. And then sleep. Same thing. You need that energy. You need that recovery. Sleep lowers fatigue. It recovers your brain. It does so many good things that we don't even know about yet. So get your sleep at least 7 hours a day. I try to get 8, but I typically average around 7:45. And then you're fully recovered and the cycle starts again. Stimulus, building blocks, recovered, stimulus, and that leads me into the third point and the most important part of this whole thing. You cannot gain muscle without this, and that's consistency. Boring, I know, but it's the boring work that allows you to take steps towards any goal you have, especially muscle building. Things that help me with consistency: number 1 is a plan. If I don't have a plan, how am I achieving my goal or taking a step towards my goal every single day? I need a plan to take deliberate, intentional action every single day. And this can come from a program. This can also come from a daily plan. This can be the night before, you setting out your clothes, your pre-workout shaker bottle, electrolytes, whatever it is. That is the act of planning, and it builds so much momentum in my life from what I've observed, and I'm more than sure it can help you as well. The other biggest thing that helps with consistency is accountability. And you can find accountability in a lot of ways. You can join a community, you can hire a coach, you can work with a partner or find somebody who shares similar goals and wants to go to the gym with you. These two are great options. That social contract that you're making and saying, hey, I want to do this, that's typically binding because we as humans want to be seen as consistent. So when you make that pact publicly with somebody, or if you tell your coworkers or your friends that you're pursuing this goal, then you will act in accordance with that goal, at least for a little bit. And the last thing is self-respect. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Otherwise, you are disrespecting yourself by not keeping your promises. But don't be overwhelmed. This can be a lot, especially if you're just starting out. So just do one of these three for 2 weeks. Just start going to the gym. Don't worry about calories. Don't worry about protein. Just get the ball rolling. Get that snowball forming until it turns into a big avalanche of momentum. So start 2 weeks, join a gym. Planet Fitness is cheap. Most gyms are reasonably cheap. You can afford it, I promise. And make a plan. Say, I'm going to carve out some time in my day. You have time, I guarantee it. There are busier people than you that are working out and building their bodies in a way that you want to be as well. So, 2 weeks, sign up for a gym, and just go to the gym 3 or 4 times per week, hitting major muscle groups. If you want a program, you can build yours in my community. I'll link that below. But just 2 weeks. And then after those 2 weeks that you've been giving yourself those stimuli, then start worrying about calories and protein. Just take baby steps, just short chunks of time. And at that point, after those 2 weeks, you'll be a month in of doing it consistently, and just keep going and just don't stop. And if you fall down, get back up. Okay? Just start over. It's okay. We all fall down. A framework that helps me be consistent and increase my self-respect is the act of not missing 2 days in a row. I think it's James Clear that says missing 1 day in a row is just an accident. Something happened, it's unusual. Missing 2 days in a row is a formation of a new habit. So don't miss 2 days in a row. 1 day is fine. Give yourself some grace. Get back up and get going. You've got this. You can do this. I believe in you. And again, if you want your own plan, check it out in my community down below. I'll link it. And if you want to do that, stick around. I'll see you inside. We can communicate there if you really want to. Thanks for watching.